Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1's Tier 4 division. We are live for round number 5 of the season. It is the Dutch Grand Prix around the new track of Zandvoort, the second and last new track on the new calendar for F1 2020. And yeah, this is going to be the last race of the week around Zandvoort. Zandvoort's been pretty interesting, it has to be said. Going forward this week has some very intriguing races, safety cars I think in every race so far, and we might have that continuing tonight. My name is RSF1 Waiter. I am by myself tonight, but that is perfectly fine. I've done it before, hopefully should be okay. I will be using the chat very muchly throughout the rest of this evening. So heading into Q1 now, a 18 driver grid, so fantastic stuff. Stroll is having a birthday meal at the moment, I believe. He's enjoying himself, so happy birthday to you, Stroll. He will be back here next week, I am sure. So again, happy birthday to you, my friend, and be back joining once again. But here heading into this track now. Last week F4 we had a difficult race, to say the least. I am fingers crossed, everything crossed right now, fingers, toes, eyes, everything you could possibly cross, to have a clean, proper race. No glitches, no disconnects, no anything else like that. Please be good, because it was not a fun time. Not a fun time at all. A few changes on tonight's grid as well. A few driver changes we've had coming into this week. I'll go over them in a second. But yeah, as you can see, 18 drivers here tonight. Great to see. And let's get going. I'll get the stream up. It's just gone live. There we go. There it is. Sweet. And we have a racing point going out in clear blue skies, so that's good to see. Not a single cloud up in the air I can see, as Primus Gaming in the racing point is going to be the first to set a lap around this very interesting circuit. One of my personal favourites. I have actually raced around it before, albeit that was in PlayStation 2 days, so like years ago, in Toka Race Driver. So it's amazing to see F1 cars around this very sweeping circuit. Very difficult to overtake, although it's not impossible. We have seen plenty of overtaking here tonight, so not a problem at all, as Primus just winds his way into the final sector. With this chicane, very tricky on the curbs, don't hit him too far. But let's ride on board with Primus actually, as he begins a lap now. So get the exit right. There's the full trap map. Get it right on the banking, because there is a bump just as you exit the banking, so you've got to be very careful. But down into turn 1, got to get your braking zone nailed on, avoiding the curb on the inside, because that can spin you. And then turn 2 and then 3 completely flat out, or had to ease off of turn 3 just to get the entrance right for this banked corner, which can upset the car, because obviously of the altitude of it. And then this flowing left-right section, very quick and uphill as well. And then down into turn 5, down to 6th gear, got to carry the speed through. Quick left hand and then swing the car in right-hander. The curve, don't run the car too far wide on that left hand, because that, again, that will upset the car on traction. And into 3rd gear, that curb on the inside, that can spin as well. There's a lot of spin curves on this track. Then into the final sector, into the chicane. You can hop over that chicane, which Primus has done so, but run the risk of what he just did there. Can be very uncomfortable. But into the last 2 corners, got to get the exit absolutely perfectly. Don't run the car too far wide on the left, because that will invalidate. And then over the banking, DRS, and 1:11.0 for Primus. Sets a, I believe, a banker time. I think there were a couple of mistakes in there, but Hopefully it should improve. Slipping Sauce of the Red Bull goes to 12-point flat. So just getting their eye in at the moment. As we got Checo in the Renault just beginning now as well. So, driver changes need to tell you about as Quaker Oats begins on a 10-point flat there in the Mercedes. So driver changes. We have unfortunately lost Massa, RSF1 Massa, from the league. He has taken time out to go on his studies because I believe he's studying for his exams. Obviously, real life obviously comes way before a league race, but it's still a shame to see him lead the league. But he left on a high because he was doing well in the championship. So he has left. He has been replaced by Dufferlump, who is not on a lap, which would have been good to see him. But yeah, he's here tonight. He is replaced Massa in the Racing Point. I believe he's down from F3. So yeah, should be interested to see how he gets on. Also, we lost Craigie Senna, or Norris Fan 99, in the Ferrari. We got this guy. It's Christian 448. He has joined the Ferrari full-time. And Ferrari are yet to score so far in Tier 4 as a team, so hopefully they can break the duck, but they just have Christian tonight. No Wagsy, I believe. What other changes do we have? We also have Unicorn Hunter in the Williams. He was a reserve for a couple of races. He is now full-time Williams. And I believe that is it for the time being. Who's on a lap at the moment? Got a few coming out on an out laps. Got 40 in the Mercedes to begin. A couple of viewers in the chat at the moment. Give us a wave. Tell me who you are. I'm by myself tonight, so we'll be using the chat quite a lot. Interact with you guys. Slipping Sauce, who's actually racing, or meant to be. But hello, Slipping Sauce, thank you. Good, thanks. Looking forward to a good race. Again, fingers crossed that is a lot better than last week, for those who remember. Fordy's just taking his way through. Again, that lovely black livery Mercedes. I do kind of like it. I mean, it's different from obviously the silver. We're so used to the silver Mercedes when I think they came in 2013. It wasn't 2013, earlier than that, 2010, wasn't it? Was it earlier than that? Anyway, when Mercedes came in, we'd been used to that silver. Now they changed to black. It's different than the others, so it's good to see as Fordy gets a 10.3 to make a Mercedes 1-2. So far anyway. It just round to Q1, but 10.3 for 40, decent lap. See who else is on one. Old Manzi. Old Manzi goes to a 10-1 in the Renault. Very nice from Old Manzi. There we go. So Old Manzi on a 10 flat. Who else is coming round? Got a Red Bull just coming up. Slipping Sauce, I think, is just about to start a lap. He is. Unicorn Hunter Williams, 12 flat. Kind of expecting probably a few in the 9s, I would say, for F4. Probably 3 or 4, I would say, in Q3. But Q1, I think if you can get into the 10s, I think Q1, I think you'll be safe by the looks of it. But let's have a look. See, Button in the McLaren is just the beginning. As he sweeps his way through. It's going to be very interesting on the first lap because it's a very narrow track, very difficult to overtake, as I mentioned. It's very easy to get caught up in someone else's mistake. I figured out on Sunday when I did my race. Yeah, a bit like Vietnam. There's a lot of corners around here that are blind on entry. Someone spins on the exit. It's very difficult to react. Let's see how Button gets on. Button's had a steady start to the season. It's on 26 points coming into this. A steady run. Got an 8th place last time out in China, so I want to continue that consistency of points that he's been doing. Hugs the inside, clip of the grass. Don't want to be doing that too often, especially in the race. It's going to be the 9s. The second guy in the 9s, because Eagle's just gone up in there. So we're in the 9s already. Button and Eagle up there. Eagle in the Alfa Romeo. He's qualified very well this season. Let's see. Prost is about to begin. Now Prost got his first podium last time out in China. So he'll be looking to carry on that form. Although speaking to him just before we started, he'll be very happy with that. He's not very confident around this track, but I think he's got the pace to be up here in this championship. Currently 4th place in the championship, 39 points. I'll go over the full in a minute. Let's see, first set to 30.4. Misses the apex though, a little bit. Yeah, seem to be getting a lot of understeer so far in this car. Maybe he likes that in the way he's set up. Open up DRS. Again, I think looks like a mid to low 10 actually might be safe. By the looks of it, as Raikkonen gets a 10-1. So very close at the top. Raikkonen in the AlphaTauri, good to see him back. Racing, let's see what Prost can do. Comes out the other side of the banking and sets a 10.3, puts him 8th. We're looking at the top 15 to go through. So we'll be losing 3 in this session. As Dips just runs it on the curbs a little bit, keeps it valid though. And is he going to be the 9s as well? On, not just 10 flat 013. So goes 3rd, puts himself very safe. That's a McLaren 1st and 3rd. So good stuff for them so far. And there we go, the first laps have been done. Kazi, who's yet to set a lap. Slipping Source and Unicorn, all in the 12s. They will need to at least get the 10s again, as I was saying. I feel. Slipping Source and the Red Bull just about to head out on his outlap. So, last time out, as I said, very difficult race to watch and to race as well. There was a lot of disconnections and glitches going on. We had 9 people left racing, and it was one of those to be put to one side. But what it did do is have a very interesting result for the championship, because Quaker Oats, who has only raced twice this season because of other commitments in the other races, but he's won both races that he's appeared in. So he's now leading the championship on 50 points after his win in China. Second place is Eagle, 41 points. Same points as Charismic, who is also on 41. Prost is on 39. Then we got Fish Sticks 37. Dips on 32. Button on 26. Primus 25. Skyline, who unfortunately is missing tonight, is on 24. Kazi and 40 on 10 points. Manzi on 5. Barry on 1, and Unicorn Hunter also on 1 point. So still early days in the championship, still very close, which is good to see. Constructors is even more closer, because you got Racing Point, who now take the lead away from Alfa Romeo. Racing Point are now on 83 points, as Ferrari still fine. Yeah, Racing Point 83 points, Alfa Romeo on 80. Then you go down to Mercedes on 60, McLaren 58, and Haas 57. So they were in a nice little battle there. Red Bull on 37, Williams 24, Renault on 5, AlphaTauri on 2 points, and Ferrari yet to score in F4. Can that change tonight? All their hopes are on Christian to break the duck for Ferrari in this tier. Not for lack of trying. They've been extremely unlucky, both Ferrari drivers. Obviously, they've had a couple of changes as well, so not had the best of luck. Slipping Source goes on 11.5, stays 16th. It's 2 tenths away from getting in. As Unicorn 11.7 as well. They're still stuck in the 11s. Need to find a little bit more. Kazi's now about to begin a lap. Actually, it was actually on one. Let's see who's under pressure. Yeah, even Charismatic down in 15th at the moment. Although he's on an outlap. Hipperman saying in the chat, Haas for the win. Well, they're slightly struggling at the moment. But here comes Kazi. Short shifting out and gets, actually, there we go, 10.1 from Kazi. Late to the show in terms of Q1, but sets 10.1, so very nice from Kazi. Now that puts Slipping Source and Unicorn bottom 2, also puts Charismatic in danger. Checo has retired. He retired in the pits in 11.2. Interesting, he had plenty of time to go out again, but feels like maybe can't do much more. Let's see what Christmas does. He's got a car ahead of him. That's his teammate Kazi. Gets well out of the way. Very nice. Got to carry the speed as much as you can through these corners. Opens up DRS. You've got a little DRS kind of section right here. He's nearly half a second up, which is good. Purple middle sector apparently. Primus goes third on a 9.9. Very close to the top. As Charismatic runs very wide on the curb, just keeps it invalid. I'm almost surprised he did. But here we go. Is it going to be the 10s? It is. Goes 10th place on the 10.2. Which puts Checo. Yeah, Checo is out in the Renault. So now that puts still Slipping Source and Unicorn. Now that puts Barry, who's had an off somewhere, in danger. Duffalump down in. Dufflump's got a bit of time there. See all those guys on the 10.3 and then a 10.2 and then a 10.1. They're maybe not safe position-wise, but maybe safe time-wise. Potentially. But Barry will be back into the pits. Does he have enough time, though, to go out again? So it's all down to this Red Bull and the Williams. $20 viewers so far. Thank you very much for watching. Just coming to the end of Q1 now. 2.5 minutes to go. Just looking at our top 15 to go through. Right, so let's see at the moment who's probably still under pressure. 4D and Charismatic Prost doesn't feel he's safe on a 10.3. Christian feels like he is in 9th on a 10.2. It's all down to this Red Bull and the Williams, I think. They need to get in the 10s. The 10s is their marker. Let's see what Unicorn does. First sector, yeah, everyone in the midfield around about 9th, 10th, 11th, they're all starting to retire now. They feel like they're safe. Feel like they should be safe. Those up there, Charismatic, 40, Manzi, they've all retired. Go through this banking of that turn 4, yeah. Gotta make sure you get a good exit, because that helps you all the way through this left and right section. You gotta chuck the car in with confidence. Oh, he's going wide though. Didn't get the turn in. The car just did not want to turn in at all. And he's 4 attempts down. Is Unicorn, so jumper ball with Slipping Source. Much more confident through there. But he's only a 10th up. They need to find a good half a second. Maybe a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, heavy understeer. Again, the car just did not want to turn in. Same as Unicorns. Struggling with this circuit at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, he's down in this time now. Got back to Unicorn. And this will probably be his only run left. 12-1. A few mistakes in the first sector is costing him. Let's see what Slipping Source does. Slipping Source, no, it does not improve either. And it really is down to these two, because Barry's back in the pits and he's not getting back out in time. Let's see, do they have enough fuel left? I don't think Unicorn is on a proper fast lap, and qualifying is over, so I'm afraid Unicorn is going to be out. See what Slipping Source does. He's got barely any ERS left. He's just over a 10th down. Goes wide though. Yeah, he's pushing as hard as he can. I don't think he's going to make it. As Duffalump goes 8th on a 10-1, puts himself a little bit more safer. Very close in that midfield. Scarily close, yeah. Unicorn and Slipping Source, I think, are both out. Yeah, they're both going back to the pits. So there we go. That is going to be Q1 done, dusted. And we got RS Checo in the Renault, Slipping Source in the Red Bull, and Unicorn Hunter in the Williams. All out the session. But look how close that is. Half a second from 1st to 14th is very, very close indeed. Look at the top three. Button, Eagle, and Primus in the 9s. Dips, Quaker right behind as well. Manzi up there in 6th as well. So, yeah, very close field. This is all going to come down to the simplest of mistakes. And you could see yourself outside the top 10 in Q2. It's going to be very, very interesting to see. So any viewers? And give us a wave, guys, if you can, please. And your thoughts on this race forward, who you're cheering on. I know there's a few out there, and there's a few engineers as well. It's almost like every driver now has an engineer. Even I engineered Tribal in his F5 race the other day. Good stuff. We're just waiting for Barry to retire. There we go. Sweet, so there you go. Look at that. Half a second from 1st to 14th. Very, very close. All those on a 10 flat, and then a 10-1, and then a 10-2. Very, very interesting. But there we go. The 3 eliminated. RS Checo in the Renault, Slipping Source in the Red Bull, and Unicorn Hunter in the Williams. All eliminated from Q1. Yeah, unfortunate Slipping Source there. As Raikkonen's left the session. That's not good, because he's the host. Brilliant. That's what we would like to see. It's all going well. Get Raikkonen back in. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem because Raikkonen was host and he's just left. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, good. I completely forgot about that. Davidoff face. Yeah, Checo did have a qualifying ban and he did set a time. That's a bit off, so he's going to be in a bit of trouble for that, I think. Is Checo, because he's actually gained a couple of places there. I cannot invite Raikkonen for some reason, so I don't know what's going on. I know he was host, so the lobby seems fine for the moment. So carry on as normal. So Q2 is important session now because set your fastest lap on whatever tyre, so softs or mediums. Softs or mediums, so this is all down to strategy, and you really want to do as little on these tyres as you can. So Primus, Barry, Fish Sticks all coming out on the softs. Others Others are on sauce, but they're waiting in the pits at the moment. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, as long as Raikkonen can get back in, which I assume he could, I think it's fine, because I don't see any issues at the moment with the cars. So lobby seems fine. I don't know who the host is, but maybe they are fine connecting anyway. Bit of a problem, has to be said, but we'll continue. Let's see what Primus can do. I feel like anybody on the softs, they have to set a 9 to be safe, I would say. But I probably would say probably a low 10. Probably a 10.5, something like that would probably be the cutoff point for Q3. Remember, we're looking at the top 10 going into the session. 10.1 for Primus. That could be a decent lap, I think. He was a tenth slower than what he did in Q1, but that might be enough. He'll be saving those tyres now. Right, see what Barry can do in the AlphaTauri. At his first point in Vietnam. Barry's a 10.5 from Eagle on the mediums. That's a very good time on the medium tyre. As Barry 10.3, Fishstick's 10.3, but Eagle in the Alfa Romeo on a 10.5. That's very competitive on the mediums. Very impressive. See if anybody can get closer. And Christian on 11.5. See, so I think Rhythmic on a lap. No, 40 will be the next. Was it Button ahead of him? Yeah, Button's ahead of him. 40 on softs catching him, of course, but Button looking to go for a medium tyre. Camo, if you're still there in the chat, I need to know whether Raikkonen can get back in. I assume he can. I can't invite him for some reason. Let's see what Button can do. 40's going to be catching him behind, so 40 will be... Oh, Button was invalid. 40 a 9.7 on 40. Quickest time of the evening so far. That'll put him safely through into Q3. Oh, it's Christian. What's happened to Christian and Dufferlump? 5-place grid penalty for Christian. He's coasting back to the pits. There must have been something with Dufferlump. Where is Dufferlump? Dufferlump is... They must have had slight contact. And that's a real shame for Christian. That's going to really hurt him back. Have a look, race director. On the instance. Yeah, 5-place grid penalty for Christian, not for Dufferlump. So... Obviously, don't know what happened. Yes, he was coasting back to the pits. There must have been just a misunderstanding, sorry. Dufferlump, first race in Racing Point in Tier 4 as well. Oh, run very deep. Oh, he's validated it. Gone far too deep in the chicane, and that just upset him. Upset the car completely. Just notice a 10.2 from Quake on the medium tyres. 10th ahead of Eagle though. So Quaker and Eagle putting themselves very good contention in the mediums. Although Eagle's done 3 laps on his medium tyres. Blimey. Eagle looking very strong, as is Quaker. Frost in the mediums. Can he get any up high? Yeah, 10.6. Apparently need to check Discord. Okay, what's going on? Obviously there's a problem. He's got quite a few. Bear with me, guys. Okay. I see. Yeah, I kind of thought that would happen, Camo. We need to message him on that. Yeah, we need to message him on that, what you sent me on Discord. Raikkonen is back, so we are underway. And apparently the host is now Primus, so... And as far as I'm concerned, the lobby is perfectly fine, so... Show goes on. Yeah, messaging about Checo, Camo. Can you message him on Discord or in some way? Please. Thanking you. Let's see what Raikkonen can do. Slightly deep into the chicane, but carries the speed nicely. I mean, you can use that first curb of the chicane, but it's risky doing so. I just noticed Button on a 10.3 as well, although he's also done 3 laps on the medium tyre. Raikkonen sets a 10.5. That's only a couple of tenths away from Button, so that's pretty good. And because of how close it is, he's on the cusp. He's only 9th at the moment. Thank you, Camo. That's a shame, but rules are rules. Right. What do we have now? Dips. Prost. Prost is on his way in. Or Dips. Oh, he's about to start a lap. He's on an out lap at the moment. So, looking at the best tyres at the moment. So, Quaker, Button, and Eagle. Just because they're 3rd, 4th, and 5th, look pretty safe on those mediums. Right, so there's Dips. So I think Dips is going to have to be aiming for where his teammate is on a 10.3. Really to stand any chance of going through safely. Now let's see. Oh, turning a little bit too early. Oh, and he's at the curb. Oh, just manages to keep it. Very lucky for not retiring the car, but... Oof. Just about keeps it. Right, who else is on a lap? Prost is going again on his mediums. That's another one setting a lot of laps in the medium tyres. So they'd have less grip at the start. First, that might be interesting. Oh, running a little bit wide on the curbs. Pushing. Yeah, he's backed out of it. Probably go back in the pits now. As are most of the drivers. Only Dips is actually on a lap. Or is beginning a lap now. Going once again. So who probably needs to go out again? Who will go out again? Because you're on a strategy. You want to start in the mediums, which it seems most of them want to do that. If you want to start in the mediums, you've got to make that sacrifice. Do you think that time's going to be safe enough? Look how close the field is. There's a 10 separating 8th, and which is in the top 10, and 11 which is outside of it. Purple set to 1 from Dips. It's the card sand in. Back and didn't want to cooperate. 48.9. Well set, I think it's decent. It gets through the chicane, keep the speed again. I feel like Dips has got more front end than back end. Oh, a bit turned in too early. Oh! Forward again. Ran too wide on the curb. On the exit. Dipped it into the gravel. Does he have enough time? 3 minutes 30. He's under pressure now. Doesn't seem to be happy with this track. So that's the second time he's made a mistake on the curbs and a collision. Right, Chris Mick now. He's gone for soft tyres. And in fact, quite a few of drivers are now looking at those softs and thinking we want track position rather than strategy. Although I don't really know. I haven't really seen as Chrismic runs too wide on the curbs again. Oh, yes, he's invalid. I knew as soon as he turned in, as soon as he's going to hit those curbs, then it's invalid. .12 for Chrismic, you have to go around again. Alarm is going through 30.4 first sector, that's decent. 2 minutes to go. Yeah, everyone outside the top 10 on sauce. Duffledon, very risky with that curb. On the inside, he saw the car, wanted to spin, he just managed to catch it. Still purple sector 2. All very nicely through that chicane. As you take the last 2 corners, very easy to make a mistake or run it wide. Very nicely turned in. And here we go. This looks like a pretty good lap. Is it going to join his teammate? Beats his teammate. 10 flat. Puts himself into Q3. That should be alright from him. Right, so who's in danger? Christian in the Ferrari. Chrismic, Prost, Manzi, Raikkonen all on outlaps. Kazi's on an outlap as well. As is Fishsticks. As is Eagle and Sick. He doesn't feel safe at all. And oh, that's Chrismic. Chrismic's gone. Prost with a 9.5. Prost tops the session so far. 9.5 on the sauce. That's a very quick time from Prost. He was not feeling very confident going into this. That's going to give him all the confidence in the world. He'll be very happy with that. But let's see what Christian can do. The lone Ferrari tonight. Hands in, gets it very nicely done. Let's see, even Quaker has changed to the soft tyres, so no one wants to start on mediums, I don't think. Yeah, Christian goes 4th on a 10-1. Chrismic is out. I think he retired in the pits. Dips made it with 30 seconds to go, so he's going round again. So who's going to be next? There's a Haas coming round. Kazi on an outlap. Racing Point, Duffel, there's a Mercedes. Oh, Raikkonen's dropped it. Oh, what a shame from Raikkonen. He must have caught it on the curb on the outside of the chicane. Oh, that is such a shame from Raikkonen. He looked pretty solid in that Q1, but he's out in 12th place. Old Manzi is 2nd on a 9.6. So he goes through. Barry's retired in 10th, so Fristicks is invalidated. So now down to Kazi and Dips. Quaker's in 8th at the moment, but he's on a lap. So Quaker's really dropped down. Even Primus, who thought he was more than safe, and I think he was more than safe as well. He's 7th, but I think he is safe now. There we go. Dips, can he launch himself into Q3? This looks a pretty solid time. Is this going to be another 9? Oh, it's a 9.4 from Dips. Takes first place. And Chrismic, can he knock Button out? And he goes... He does! He goes 5th, knocks Button out. And Quaker, who was at one point... No, Quaker's about to finish this lap and goes 3rd on a 9.6. But Button in 11th. I thought he was safe on a 10.3, but he's not. Out in 11th place. Primus gets through by the skin of his teeth on a 10-1. That's how competitive this is. Very nice, but eliminated both AlphaTauris, Barry and Raikkonen. Fishsticks in the Red Bull, Chrismic in the Haas, and Button in the McLaren. What a frantic session that was. Right. Let's see if we can speak to Button, I think. I can find him. There we are. See if he joins. We can have a word. Well, Christian made it in the Ferrari P9. The points quest is possible on the top 10, although anything can happen. Just because you're in the top 10 doesn't guarantee your points, so you've still got the race to go, but that is going to make things easier. Don't think Button's going to join us. I'll give it a minute or so. Just waiting for Button to retire, actually. We've got 20 seconds left. I think Frisch sticks in, actually. Let's see. There we go. End of Q2. A very interesting frantic session. Times being set, which I didn't think this tier was going to get anywhere near. But obviously, Christian has that 5-place grid penalty, which is not going to help him at all. But there is the end of Q2. Button, I think, tried to get through on medium tyres, hence why he didn't go out. Only just didn't make it through, but you got Barry, Fistix, Raikkonen, and Charismic all eliminated in Q2. Fistix has joined us. If you can tick the audio, please. Tick the box. Fistix, yeah, 13th place. Obviously just missing out on the top 10 there. You will be starting on fresh tyres, which will be quite beneficial, I think, around here, although might be difficult on the first lap. But what are your thoughts heading towards the race? Is 13th as you expected, or wanted a little bit more?
I thought I was going to be a little bit better, actually, but the pace and the closeness of everyone has also kind of caught me by surprise, because that front is just like 3 tenths is down to 7th. That's crazy. I think it's going to be a really close race, and maybe strategy will probably win it at the end. Fresh tyres will help me out a little bit. I think I'm going to try a bit of a gamble strategy, but
okay.
Hopefully it works out.
Interested to see what that is. Dry race, I presume. I don't know what the weather is.
Yes, full dry.
Full dry. Okay, so obviously that first lap is going to be crucial. Keep out of danger. What you're aiming for from there, obviously points. Was probably the simplest aim.
Hopefully points. We'll see how it goes. But let's say we had the races during the week where people from 17th ended up in top 3. So it's one of those tracks where it does get a bit jumbled with a safety car. So
yeah, safety car always possible. All the best to you. All the best to you in the race. Maybe speak to you later.
Right, cheers, man.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining. There's Fishsticks there in the Red Bull start MP13. Yeah, it's going to be interesting starting from there, but as you said, anything can happen. He's going for a gambling strategy, so it'll be interesting to see what he does with that. So, it's Quakerites. I was just about to start a lap with Quakerites, and unfortunately Invalidate, which also stopped him from doing the next lap. So there we go. So on board of Eagle, going to be the first lap in Q3. This is going to be a very competitive session, I think. Very close to the top. I think it's anyone's, really. Obviously you saw Prost start there, Eagle. I think Dip stopped the session on the 9.4, so I think we're looking on low 9 territory, probably 9.2, maybe even a 9.1 if someone can hook it. And that's the thing about this track, if you can hook a lap up, it is absolutely brilliant. And you can fly. It's just consistency, keeping out of trouble. It's the key, and this looks a pretty stable lap from Eagle. With that Lovely Ferrari engine. The back of the Alfa Romeo. Rumbling over the chicane. Nicely done. Got shifting to third, minding the traction. Turn the car in. Nice. And then through the final banked corner. Linking on to the front straight, and it's going to be a 9.9. We've seen quicker, and 40 does go quicker than 9.7 for the Mercedes. Got McLaren coming around its dips. Dips top the session at a 9.4. Goes for a 9.7 as well. So maybe a banker lap from dips. Fastest at the moment though. Who's next? Old Man's in the Renault, the lone Renault in this Q3 session. Oh, slightly deep into the last corner, sorry. With the bank curb. That bump that's on the end of it as well. 9.8 for Manzi, goes third for the time being. Racing Point, Duffalump, 10.3. Kazi, that's a 10.3 as well. Christian, going to go sick on a 10.2. See what Prost can do. Prost is one of the later runs. Quaker had to adjust himself, so he's on an outlap at the moment. Oh, Prost, no! Prost, he's done a Raikkonen. He's done exactly the same. Out on the spot. I think that's exactly what Raikkonen did. Oh, Prost. That's all it takes. It's a very fine margin around here. Very small mistake, but he's out on the spot, and 10th, I think, is going to be where he starts. Oof. He's going to have to recover from that. Just ran too deep into the chicane, I think. And then it just upset the exit. Tried to recover, and that was it. But here comes Quaker. In a Mercedes, just goes past there. He's got the Ferrari off the racing line. He's alright. Gives the last corner a little bit more respect this time. And a 9.4 from Quaker. Tops it. Takes a provisional pole. So very nice from him, the man in form. Championship leader. Provisional pole in the Mercedes. Eagle goes to a 9.7. 40 makes it Mercedes 1-2. A 9.5 from 40 goes very close to his teammate. Less than a 10th behind. So 40, very nicely done from him. So Mercedes 1-2 at the moment. Haven't seen that in Tier 4 so far. In fact, 40, as I mentioned, he's had 10 points so far this season. I think a 5th in Bahrain has been his only result. Actually, let me check that. 40, yeah, 5th place in Bahrain has been his only race he's finished in the points. Maybe could this be the start of his championship now? He's also done 3 laps on those softs, which is interesting. Obviously built up on his qualifying laps, and through he went. Yeah, very fast times from this here right now. They're all pushing each other. It's good to see. Scrambling over slightly. Which shouldn't hamper them really. Alright, see what Primus can do in the Racing Point. Going relatively early for a second lap. Normally you wait about 3 minutes left and then go out again. To turn 4, keep it on the inside as best as possible, then power up the exit. Oh! Goodness me, a wobble on the exit. Maybe a little bit too eager. Of course, with the undulation of this track, car can get very unsettled very easily. Yeah, he's 4 tenths down, so this lap is done. Not going to gain that back. Oof, good catch though. Exit turn 4. as he's the only one other than Primus on a lap. Gets out the way of Primus though. I think Primus will be back in the pits probably on his third set of soft tyres. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, now he's made for Evil Charismatic was on the lap. Maybe he wants slipstream from that far back. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, let's see what Kazi can do. Tier 5 champion, of course, of last season. He's got the track all to himself. Everyone else back in the pits waiting for their moment. Anybody stop the Mercedes front row? Kazi, a little bit deep through turn 4 or turn 3. Gets the power nicely out of turn 4 though. It'll be in hot lap ERS, of course. Down through turn 6, I think this is. 7th gear. 7, then 8. Shut the car in. A nice turn 9. 3rd gear, watch for the exit. And then turn 10. 3rd gear. Get the exit right. DRS open. See how far he's up. 4/10 up. In the 9s, which is good so far. So he's on for a decent lap, I think, if he can get these last 2 corners right, because that chicane was good. Nicely done. Just got the banked corner to go. Hug the inside. Is it going to be in the 9? Yes, it is. A 9.7, but only goes 5th. Where's that? I thought he would jumped maybe 3rd. Purple last sector, so a good last sector from Kazi. Himself 5th, as the rest of the drivers are now starting to filter out. And old Manzi's going to be one of the first now. This last one of qualifying, both Mercedes are out now. Can they extend their gap? Can anybody challenge the two? I know Dips has got more in him, as does Eagle, as does Primus, I think. And they're all capable. Who's going to take it? Quaker was pole position last time out in China. Let's see. Old Manzi. Manzi's only 4/10 off from pole. Nicely through turn 4. And the racing line once again. Oh, a bit wide. With that corner there, he's a 10th and a bit down. Had to make up a bit in the middle sector. See what Fordy's first sector is. See whether he's improving. Can he knock off his teammate off the pole position? 9:30. Yeah, always 700s up, which would take it off. All he needs to find, really. Kazi's in the pits. He's done. The rest are on laps now. Manzi just gets ahead of Kazi. Goes to 5th. A 9.7. There's got an Alpha of Eagle. He's just beginning his lap. Primus. No, that's not Primus. Duffalump. I know it's the Mercedes of 40. A 40 is 10th and a bit down. I don't think this lap is going to be improvement. He's got time to go again. Crossing the line in time. Christian goes 7th on the 10 flat. Dips beginning his lap. But then we've got the racing point of Primus. He's a 10th up. Can he get into the 9s? 9.9. Goes 7th though. This goes ahead of Christian. So 7th for Primus. And then Mercedes of Quaker, who's a 10th up. Quaker going to raise the bar a little bit more. Hugs it on the inside. And goes a 9.2. I think that is the fastest time of the evening. So he set the bar. Can anybody take him down? Can anybody stop him? Get the second pole in a row? Oh, Manzi's in the pits. Eagle's in the pits. Duffalump, who's 6/10 up. He could move up the field. Goes to 2nd. Goes on the front row. Duffalump there. Fordy's been knocked off the front row and he's back in the pits again. Dips is invalid. So is anybody left? It's Primus or Christian. Christian's on a outlap and I think Primus is done. So qualifying is over. It's Quaker Oats who takes pole position by 2 and a bit tenths in the end, which around here is pretty decent advantage. Ahead of Duffalump though, so Duffalump in his first race in F4 on the front row for Racing Point. Fordy though, I think that's his best qualifying so far this season in the Mercedes, so a good run out for the Black Arrows, I guess they're called now, instead of the Silver Arrows. Dips in 4th, Eagle 5th, Manti 6th. I think Manti would be very happy with that. Hazzy, Primus, Christian in 9th, and Prost. Would have been interesting to see what Prost could have done. But he'll be starting 10th. Quaker Oats, championship leader. Opposition yet again. I think he got pole in Australia as well. The other one he's won. So yeah, good form right now. So, Quaker Duffalump on the front row, 40, and Dips on the second row. Eagle and Old Manzi of row 3. Row 4 is going to be Kazi and Primus. And row 5, Christian and Prost. Rounding out your top 10. But of course, as we all know, qualifying and the race is very different from one another. Just because you qualify well doesn't mean you're going to finish in a position, and it's clear skies, as we found out from Fistix. Remember, starts 13th on the grid. So, 26 viewers, thank you once again. We are now ready for the race. 36 laps, I believe. Around here, safety car potential. That's because of the style of the circuit, I think. Really, it's very, very difficult to get overtakes done. Although we saw a lovely overtake from Stroll in F2 in that race on Sunday. So it is possible. But I think this is all about strategy and calling the right strategy at the right time. Pitting for the right tyres at the right time under safety car as well is going to be very, very key for this. Keeping yourself out of trouble as well, I think. But people in the chat, predictions, top 3, who you're rooting for, who you think's going to win? And the biggest question is, can Quaker Oats in his third race win 3? Definitely would be interesting if he does that. But he's in form at the moment. We all know what form does. When you're racing well, it feels really good and you're on top of the world and everything else. He probably is feeling that right now. Can any of the others topple him? That is the question. Kind of a shame there's no wet weather. Would have been even more of an interesting race, but I'm sure it will be. And so far so good in terms of, well, we lost Raikkonen, but apart from that, I don't think we've lost any others. So far so good. The servers are helping us today, rather than competing against us like last week. And of course, as the usual thing in this league in RSF1, no readying up. It's good, they're all well behaved. Just waiting for this. Of course, in the meantime, in real life news, obviously we've got the Italian Grand Prix this weekend, which for the Tifosi, at least, of course they're not going to be there in terms of the fans, but their cars, the Ferrari, Jesus, Belgium is anything to go by. Monza's going to be very difficult for them. And here's a thought for anybody watching. A Williams could out-qualify a Ferrari, which in this season, as much as I want Williams to be up there at the top, But Williams outqualifies, or both Williams outqualify both Ferraris at Monza. Oof. I mean, it's sad. It's sad to have that comparison. Really, myself personally, obviously Williams, Claire Williams, the principal, has left or will leave after they've been sold, which is sad as well. But it's still, they're not going to be called Williams anymore, I guess. So, and they're the kind of the last of the privateer teams. I think the sole run. But I guess got to do what you got to do to keep going in the sport. Obviously, it's difficult with all the money and everything else to keep a team running. I mean, I'm stalling at this point because we've been waiting for quite some time, actually. 2-3 minutes. Yeah, should be an interesting Grand Prix around Monza this weekend. Again, I think it's going to be a Mercedes 1-2, to be honest. I don't think Verstappen, Red Bull, although Renault might be able to mix it up with Daniel Ricciardo. They look good in Belgium, so be now seriously, ready up, guys. Come on, it's been 4 minutes now. There we go. I don't need to stall anymore. Ah, right. Where's my drink? It's just gone cold now. The tea's gone cold. There we are. Here we go. So, round number 5 of the season. Who is going to take the valuable 25 points for this championship? Who can take it by the scruff of the neck now? Anything can happen in this race, I would say. Here we go. 18 drivers, 36. Any day now for formation. That, goodness me. Quaker didn't want to go. Right. Let's take you through the grid for this 18-man lobby. Unicorn Hunter in the Williams, debuting in the Williams full-time seat now, starting 18th. Interesting to see what he can do from there. Sipping Source, 17th in the Red Bull, followed by Checo in 16th in the Renault. Starting on soft tyres, want to be the aggressiveness. Charismic, 15th on the hard tyres. That could be an interesting call, see what he can do with that. Christian, unfortunately disqualified, so he'll be starting on cold tyres. But Raikkonen, 13th, obviously made that mistake, but he did look quick in Q1, so if he can work his way through, might have a good result. Fishsticks in 12th place. Of course, Christian had that 5-place grid penalty here. Just remembered that. Barry on the hard tyres, which is another interesting call. And again, Button on the hard tyres. And then rest, those that made it into the top 10. Prost in 9th place in the Alfa Romeo. 8th, Primus Gaming in the Racing Point. Kazi in 7th in the Haas. Oldmanzi in the Renault in P6. 5th place for RSF1 Eagle in the Alfa Romeo. 4th for Dips in the McLaren. And in our top 3, Fordy in the Mercedes. Duffalump in the Racing Point. And Quaker Oats front of the field like he was in China. And China controlled the race ahead of Massa. He's got a different Racing Point behind him in the form of Duffalump. Can Duffalump get past him and do a reverse, control the race in front? Yeah, it'll be interesting, top notch. Those guys on the hards, if they can keep themselves clean on the first lap, because they're not going to get a great purchase at all off the line. If they can keep it up there, could be interesting. Give me a better camera angle than this. There we go, that's better. Right, here we go. 36 laps for the Dutch Grand Prix. The Williams of Unicorn Hunter just slots into 18th place. 18 drivers, here we go. Fingers crossed for a good, clean, hard-fought race. As we go, ready for the lights, which are taking a very long time. No, it was going so well. No. Lights, please. Anyone? We're just waiting. Oh, no. This is a problem. Charlie, press the button. There we go. There we go. That took a long time. 5 red lights. And lights out of the way. There you go. They held them on for a very, very long time. And Quaker has got a very slow start at 40, trying to lever his way through. Go wide on the exit. 40's going to drop down. Yeah, he's gone wide on the exit, and I think he's there's carnage at the back. There's a McLaren gone off. I don't know who it is. I think it's Button. And it's a safety car early on. And there's damage for Barry as well on the front wing. Oh, they've all slowed down because safety car's been called. Carnage and Checo has got 5-second penalty, as has Christian. Don't know what's going on with Christian because he's just overtaken under safety car there, and another penalty. I don't know what's going on here. Something's going on with Christian's car. The timing is all over the place, but we've got an early safety car now. And there was just carnage into the first corner. Oof, very difficult start. Very narrow into that first corner, but Quaker managed to get the lead. 40 has dropped down to 8th place, got pushed wide on the first corner. He's got no damage, but he's definitely been clipped. So he'll be working his way through, but Quaker keeps the lead. And wonder if anybody is going to pit now under safety car. Yeah, one of the McLaren's is in, Dips is in. Did he get damage? Kazzy's in, Christian's in as well. Dips, no damage. He's gone on to hard tyres. Change of strategy. Interesting call from Dips. See where it comes out. Kazzy onto hard tyres as well. Checo's car. Apparently he's trying to retire. Yeah, I saw Christian overtook under safety car. That will be looked into obviously at the end of the race. Christian onto hard tyres, so those that stopped, Kazzy, Christian, Checo, Barry and Button and Dips all on the first lap. Wait until the timing pages sort themselves out. That's a very long call, or very long hold on the lights, which wouldn't have done anybody's tyres any favours. I think we're sorted now. The interval's gone, as it does. Let's see, position change. Charismic up 8. No, Charismic up 6, sorry. Unicorn on to up 8. Slip and Source up 6. So they keep themselves out of trouble on the start. Christian's car is not doing any favours. I don't know what's going on with it. He's overtaken under safety car, I think. So, say on board Slip and Source, it's jumping about. I think all over the place. It's causing issues. I don't know what's going on. He is racing his first race. It's still not good to see. He's up to 10th at the moment. I'm sure he was not 10th. So I don't know. I'm confused right now. And the Slipping Source, I think, has been connected. Yeah, he's got wing damage. And he's into the pit. So confusion reigning right now. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Yeah, Checo's retired. My notifications keep losing. It's good. Right, so yeah, good stuff from Unicorn. Slipping Source has obviously had to go into the pits. Back onto hard tyres, but good start for Unicorn. Good start for Fish Sticks as well. Outside the top 10. Up 4 places. Eagle, Manzi, Primus all up a few places as well, so good from them. This is going to be all about the restart. This is interesting enough. I did think a safety car will come into play at some point. Didn't think first lap. It's interesting first lap as Quaker running side by side with the safety car. I've still got the Red Bull of Slipping Source to catch up, so I think they may go for another lap. Or will they? Let's see. Not calling it yet. Yeah, because that Red Bull hasn't joined. Fish Sticks. Yeah, Fish Sticks and Christian. Something's going wrong with Christian's car. It's not acting normally. Needs to be jumpy a bit. Oh! What is going on? That Ferrari's just... It's going through. I really don't know what's going on with this. Because Christian is causing all sorts of issues. Because he's just jumped forward, he's lagging all over the place. I'm going to have to ask him to leave. Because this is not great. And he's the only car that seems to be doing so. Prost ignoring yellow flag is... Yeah, things aren't going great. Right. Apparently Beast Pro is going to be joining me, so... Give me a second. There we go. Yeah, there are a lot of penalties going around. It's not great to see. I'll get Beast Bro in. Apparently Beast Bro is joining. Hello. Can you do something very quickly first? Please. It's Christian needs to go. Please. Because it's... Oh, Shane's sorting it. Good. Because he's... I don't know what's going on with him, to be honest. He's jumping safety car, causing collisions. And I don't know whether he can see that on the screen, but hey ho. Yeah, you do. And you join when you're ready. Cool. Alright. Safety car underway. Racing is resuming. And Quakerets gets a lovely restart ahead of Duffel. My intervals are going and they're back in once again. Primus unfortunately got caught up in whatever was going on with that car of Christian. We are on the way of getting him out of the race because it's really laggy for some reason, but Quaker Oats with a second ahead of Duffel. A perfect restart from him as Christian's managed to get with Prost. Prost has got front wing damage as well. Yeah, not great. There's going to be quite a few people unhappy with their situation. Chris Sticks looking over the back of Christian, he's red X'd apparently. Car is still going pretty fast actually. Yeah, not great to see. And Fish Sticks easing his way. Yeah. AI car is going to cause a little bit of issues, but at least it's not drivable by Christian. Right, so Quaker's jumped. Quaker's completely gone ahead of Duffel. So Primus onto mediums. Prost staying out with that damage, which is a bit of a gamble, but he's doing all right. Not great to see, of course. It's a shame, but yeah. Right, old Manzi now, all over the back of Eagle. For third, so old Manzi looking very racy tonight. Got 40 right behind. Does Eagle have damage from it? Gonna have to do a damage check, I think. How much thing that cost. And there were so many penalties as well. You in the lobby? Oh. Oh, Fordy's got a run on Old Manzy using overtake, depleting it because he doesn't have much left. But Old Manzy using a bit to defend, stays in that 4th place and all over Eagle. Eagle doesn't seem to have the pace at this early stage. Ahead of these two, these two are eager to get by. Evening, Stroll.
Evening.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
As I said, I wasn't expecting you to join, but I am thankful nonetheless, because my voice is going.
No. So, well, I'm just going to have a quick look at how qualifying went.
Yeah. How's your day been anyway?
Good, thank you.
Good stuff, yeah. Competitive qualifying, to say the least, and so far it's going a lot better than China, although whatever happened with Christian is still a thing. So...
Has he not left the lobby?
I think he has, but
Okay.
weird situation. On my screen he was overtaking cars on the safety car, just caused penalties galore. But hey ho, 40 again, he's got a run.
By the safety car a lap early. Well, on his screen,
I've
anyway.
not seen that before. Oh,
It happened to
Prost.
Porter, did not. I think Christian's gone into the pits now. I don't know if that's his AI. I thought it was
that's his AI. It was Red
retiring,
X.
but
It was Red X in the last time I saw.
Quaker smashing it.
Yeah, 2.4 ahead. Got a decent start. Or decent restart in our safety car.
Yeah. By the looks of it, the only people who could go to the end are Unicorn and maybe Slipping Sauce and Kazi. I'd be very surprised if Dips can go to the end. And to be fair, and Kazi.
It's a possibility though.
Yeah.
Could be good on his tyres. I think 40 looks the most racy, other than that or fish sticks, but Prost has got a bit of wing damage. He's just trying to stay out. He's not completely out of sync.
He could probably pit the slap and take the hard to the end.
Let's see.
I think because it's
He
not
got caught
hindering him loads, I think he's just going to try to wait it out. Get to a stage where he can get onto the hard and not have to risk towards the end.
Yeah, real shame on those drivers that got caught up in it. Because they were doing quite well themselves. Audi is all over the back of old Manzi right now. Manzi's dropped off the back of Eagle. Eagle's going to put his foot down at the moment to catch Duffel on the head. In doing so, he's dropping these two with a ding-dong battle. 40 definitely so far, Straw, is having his best race so far this season. He's not had the luck, really. He's had the pace all night.
Well, hopefully he can recover. Find himself on the podium, he's not far away from it.
I just realised as well, Ferrari still can't get the luck, can they? Because they're still not going to score.
Don't tell me.
It's all on Christian. Oh, here
No,
we
I've
go.
heard too much
Manzi.
about it.
40 this time, surely. He's got no ERS left. He's dumping it all to get by old Manzi. Old Manzi hanging it round the outside though, but 40 just eases ahead in the 4th. Now save ERS, 40.
I think Ford is going to try and attack towards the Eagle now, to be fair.
Well, 40 did start in 3rd place. I think it was 3rd anyway.
Yellow flags. Flipping sauce.
A Red Bull. Yeah. Prost has held off fish sticks despite that damage. And now fish sticks come under pressure from Dips. It's on the hard tyres.
The Ferrari just retired in the pits,
Oh,
which is good.
oh, fish sticks got to run. Fish has got to run on Prost. He's in the overtake. Oh, load off the inside. Prost is
Will he
in the
hold?
back.
That's
Oh.
good. That's a good move. Very good move around the outside there.
Nice defensive. Fish is getting frustrated, I think.
Yeah, I think Fish Sticks will get past here.
Dips! Dips! No!
Oh, he's dropped
Lost
it.
in last
Oh.
corner. No!
It is a lethal
How's that
corner
virtual?
sometimes, and sadly, he's been.
Yeah, I lost it there.
Yeah, I know, and I lost there in
Oh,
qualifying.
Dips. It's Dirty Air, I think. I think Dirty Air called him up.
Is there a safety car?
Virtual.
It's just not popped up for me. The track's yellow. Oh, there we go. It's popped up now.
Yeah, virtual safety car. Yeah, my race notifications sometimes drop a bit. Charismatic drive for under VSC.
Oh, that's his race. Gonna be very hard to recover. The midfield's tightening up a lot though, because it's the Duffer, Eagle, Fordy, Manzi, and then there's Prost, Fish Sticks, Button, Barry, Kazi-Base, Charismatic all together as well.
Yeah, this train here behind Prost. Prost with that damage still.
Yeah, I think
but
Prost,
at some point.
I think Prost will probably be pitting this lap maybe. No, he stays. And he's using a lot of VRS, which I don't understand.
Eagle and Manzi are in. Our tyres, yep.
Yep, Charismatic's in service drive-through. Come down in front of both of the guys who pit. Which won't be ideal for the two guys who pit because obviously getting held up a little bit. Primus has 1% ERS. Interesting.
Primus just trying to recover for what he was caught up in.
Yeah, I saw it as I loaded up the stream. He just got unlucky from the internet problems. But I'm sure he's got the pace to recover.
Fish Stick's finally going to get past Prost. Prost trying to get him back on the exit. No, Fish Stick's through now.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
That's crazy. I think this must be the time that Prost thinks it's time to pit.
Nah, you could want the position back.
Ooh, Fish Sticks.
Oh.
Fish Sticks pitch,
Fish Stick's
so
in, but Prost not.
He's going for the overcut, Prost. Well, the softs will definitely be better towards the end. The two medium runners, Barry and Button, are also now pressuring Prost, so I can go in lane Kazi on the hard.
In the pits.
Ooh, Duffer comes out in front of Eagle and Manzi, only just though. The undercut.
And he's got Charismatic in between.
Ooh, Charismatic nearly dropped it there. Yeah, he's in a good place, Duffer. He's got a buffer of Charismatic.
Duffer's got a buffer. No. Alright.
Will Quaker Oats pit? It's going to be a problem for the Mercedes guys here because it's down to preference who pits first.
And the first to pit. 4 seconds, I think that's enough.
Maybe.
I think that's enough to double stack.
First to pit is Quaker Oats. Will Fordy follow? No, Fordy will go on another lap.
Yeah, Fordy going in.
Will Prost pit? Prost does pit. Will he fix his front wing though? He must do.
Would have to. Quaker's going to come out in a heap of traffic. Going to come out right in this battle. Slots in between Barry and Kazi. That's not ideal. Kazi nearly flies into the back of Quaker.
Hopefully he can clear the traffic so he can get past and then not worry about drives behind. Because this could help Fordy out and being stuck in traffic.
Surely he doesn't have that much time. 10 seconds. That was not 10 seconds when he pitted.
A pit stop's around to about 16 seconds. He must have brought him out and made a little mistake.
Not ideal for Quaker though. He's trying to get a move on past Barry. Flinging it up on the inside. Nice move. Very nice move.
Fordy's staying out another lap.
Interesting to see where Fordy comes out.
Yeah, I think he's going
Waker's
to drop
getting
it.
the move on.
Yeah, I think he's going to drop down to P5. Yeah, I think he'll drop in between the gap between Kazi and Duffer. Without Kazi and
Speaking of
Charisma
Duff.
going to move on the straight.
Yeah, speaking of Duff, he's just been overtaken from Chrismic. So Chrismic is being a thorn in Dufferlump's side. Can't get away and he can't see to catch Quaker. Quaker's just on it.
Drive. The drive-through affected Charisma quite a lot because he's got a good pace he's showing. Just that drive-through penalty has affected that man very hard for tonight's race. But if he doesn't get that drive-through, he's challenging up there with Fordy and Button. As Quaker gets past Button into the chicane.
Yeah. Quaker's in complete control at the moment. Right, Fordy's in. It's like,
Well,
no. Sped in the pit lane.
Wow, that's not going to help
all.
his chances.
Where's he going to come
Where
out?
will he get out? He'll come out in P5.
He's ahead. He's ahead of Dufferlump.
Yeah, he's got quite a
Like,
large
quite a way.
gap to Dufferlump as well.
Who's got Eagle up on the inside? Oh, running side by side.
Duffer does the sensible thing and pulls out.
Nice. Duffer
Really?
doesn't seem to be liking these hard tyres at all.
Yeah, he's bogged down quite a little bit.
He's dropped back. I got Old Manzy all over the back of him. Old Manzy's on for a podium here. Potentially.
Yeah, Eagle's definitely going to be on that podium, I think. Unless he makes a mistake. And obviously 45 second penalty is going to put everything up in the air for that P2 position.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to check penalties because
I
don't think he'll have it for you. I don't think he'll have it for you because you joined as they were happening. I don't think you get all of them.
I
don't think you get them all from that one. Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh.
I'll go for everyone who's still racing, so Slipping Sauce.
Just the 5. Oh, whoa, contact. Azzy and Barry. Just say the ones with 5 seconds because there was a heck of a lot.
We're going from the first lap and
Just for now.
the third.
Yeah.
Slipping Sauce,
those...
Unicorn, Checo twice, Charismic, Kazi Babes, Raikkonen, Slipping Sauce again, Charismic, Fish Sticks, Primus, Old Mantic, Eagle, Duffer, Raikkonen, Unicorn, Prost, and then obviously 40 also got 5 seconds.
I think.
Well, that was for driving.
I think all those. As Kazi's got to run on Barry now, up on the inside.
Good move.
Kazi's Kazi's interesting though because he pitted early for hard tyres. I don't think those hards can go to the end.
I'll be very surprised
he'll be on
the 33 laps as bottom pits.
He'll be on soft towards the end though, I think.
Yeah, we saw McCracken obviously take them 30 laps. And I think that's as far as they will go. I do not see the hard tyres, unless there's going to be a safety car and you're under that for a while, going any more than 30 laps. It's such a hard job.
Despite Dufferlump dropping a little bit of pace, he's not dropping off of Eagle.
Yeah, Duffer's just, by the looks of it, starting to get them heat into the tyres and just going to stick to the back of Eagle, pull him through. And then maybe have the chance of getting the race in a good position in the podium.
I think those that got a 5-second penalty under that, whatever that was, under the safety car, they would have served it under their pit stop. I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of them will have, but some will not have, because some of them had 2.
Fordy's got to run and Barry. Fordy's got no ERS at all. He's going to have to save at some point. Otherwise, when he comes into the situation where he has to pass Barry, otherwise he's going to start losing time. He's got nothing left.
Yeah, I thought he really needs to get past it. Oh, I thought he was going to look into there, but he doesn't. This is going to be a situation now, because Fordy's not going to try to move for in here, I don't think. Not as superior as me, but aside from that, he's going to have to get past
Fordy's
him.
got to realise, what he's got to realise, he's got 8 seconds back to Eagle behind. He's on for second, even with his penalty. He's just got to patiently go about this, but then he's not listening. We can't hear him.
Yeah, I think he wants to win. Ooh, very close to Barry.
He's got to keep cool. He's got to keep cool.
Well, hopefully Barry's going to pit this lap and then he shouldn't worry him.
Yeah.
Which gives him the fresh air to chase, and
he
Barry
does.
does pit. Oh, no, he doesn't.
No.
He just takes
Let him
the
through.
very inside line.
He's
He
letting
kind
it
of
through.
lets Fordy go around the outside of him, no battling really there. And then Fordy's now chasing down Kazzy Babes before running towards his teammate.
Is this train still going on? So Charismic and Barry must be pitting sometime soon.
Yeah, them two are both going
15
to
to
have to pit in
17
the
laps.
next, maybe 5 laps at least for Charismic and maybe 3 for Barry.
What would they go on? Another set mediums, probably?
Ooh. Barry, I think, could go on the mediums, and I think Charismic can stretch his tyres to like 24, 25. We could see him on the soft compound of tyres. I reckon they can do 11 laps.
Primus coming into play, but he's in the same situation as Barry and Charismic, unfortunately. Yeah, Hardy saying in the chat, remember there was a safety car. Yeah, true. But still, they can't go much further, I would have thought. They won't go to the end. Not
Yeah, the
from here.
medium runners won't. I think the only person who has a chance of going to the end of the pit under that safety car will be Kazzy Babes. And that's a big maybe. Because I doubt he'll be able to take them, but if he does be able to take them, fair play to the man. RSF1 champion at the moment, obviously no one F4. Ooh, Barry's going for move on Charismic. Not Charismic, 40. Pulls out of it. It's not an easy place to overtake there. It's dangerous, and
last few more.
I think the best for him would to be just pull out of that overtake. Barry,
For me at the moment, I feel Quaker's in control for the win. Fordy,
Oh, yeah.
despite his penalty, I think is on for second. This is a battle for third.
yeah,
And
it's between.
I think
Duffy
it's
Williams
anyone's.
and Manzi. For me,
Anyone's of these three.
we could even see if Charismic can get on them hard compound tyres. We could even see Charismic have a shout. If Charismic gets on them hard and gets on them softs, he's going to chase down, and I could see him getting 15 seconds in 10 laps. We all know the capabilities of Charismic.
Yeah. All Eagles. I think Eagle at this point is looking to get past Charismic now. I think he understands he's going to have to get by.
Charismic probably wants to keep them behind, so he only has to gain the length of the pit stop back to have a chance of this podium. Be interesting to see Barry's tyres, but on the sector times I've just seen he seems to be lapping at the same pace he was when he's on his fastest lap at the moment. I don't know if that's new, but he seems, yeah, I'm having a look now, and apart from one lap, he's been lapping around the high 13, sorry, and the low 14, so he's been consistent on the pace. They seem to not dropped off much yet, so he seems to be doing quite okay. Like this is his fastest lap so far, I think. If he keeps it up. No, he just misses out by not even a tenth of a second. So he's consistently putting in good lap times.
Primus is latched onto the back of this battle. Such
Yeah,
a shame for
Primus.
He was in a good place under that safety car.
Yeah, the
He has the
racing
pace
points
to.
haven't had the best luck.
I tell you, the drives for me so far, Fordy and Old Manzi. Based on their results so far this season, obviously, almost expecting Quaker to be up there now. Eagle 2, and almost off lump in some case because he was from F3. But Old Manzi and Fordy on for their best results so far. Fingers crossed they can keep it. It's interesting. Oh, Button behind. Button's had enough.
Yeah, but
Oh, and Slipping Sauce. Slipping Sauce has crashed.
Oh.
Is that going to be safety car? Oh, ho, ho, ho.
That's big. That's big. Big for the likes of Cassie Babes. Cassie Babes probably get on them soft compound tyres. I'd advise everyone to get on the soft.
He's gone back to
be
pits.
fair.
Barry's pitted on the safety car.
Yeah, he's
Soft
got the
tyres.
sauce. Charismic's probably going to
This is
follow.
perfect for Barry. Been held.
Charismic does follow. He puts a new front wing on, which is interesting. See, as he must have had very minor damage.
Eagle mediums.
It's interesting for me, Gully Man. I think the sauce will be able to do it, but I personally think you're around three laps under the safety car. You've got 8 laps left. You can go all out on them sauce. And Quaker is now in a position. Should he pit?
I feel like he should. Because
So do I.
you look at Barry. Look at Barry. Barry's in prime money right now.
If everyone pits in
those
front of
that
him, they could
pitted
see
on
Barry in the
softs.
lead. Well, very close to
I feel
it.
like they have to. They have to. I mean, Quaker has to. They'll be vulnerable.
Yeah, Cassie Babes has to
So is
pit
he
as
gonna?
well. But I think his strategy's worked out pretty well for Cassie, as hopefully he'll stay in a decent position.
Quaker's in. Jesus! Close he ran to that pit wall. Yes, me.
Yeah, the
So
pit lane similar to back.
Quaker will keep the lead.
Yeah, Quaker will keep the lead.
Oh! Fordy stays out.
Ooh,
Fordy's going to take the lead. With his teammate.
interesting. Fordy
he's on 8
feels
lap
he has
hards.
the pace on the hards.
Trap
With this
position.
5-second penalty, if I was him, I would have pit to get rid of that. But
Oh yeah, there is that. Kazi
Let's
is going to
hope-
come
yeah.
out in third. This has worked brilliantly for Kazi.
yeah, Cassie comes out third, and Barry P4. Duffer's gone to the mediums. Dunno. And Prost just
stays
stayed
out
out
on
on
the
the
hards.
hards. Also, don't really understand that one. The hards are a fast tyre, as proven.
Duffel up got
However-
ahead of Eagle.
Ooh, that's big. That's going to be big for this whole situation between the podium runners. However, they're probably not going to be the podium runners anymore. With them both being on mediums, and then obviously many drivers now on the soft compound. If them softs can go to the end, we could see Quaker Oats
They will.
winning it, Barry P3 and Caddy Babes P2.
If they're fresh, obviously they would only be fresh if they have a set 3 from qualifying. Just looking at where they started. So Kazi might not because he made Q3. Barry definitely fresh because he started 11th. Who else is on sauce? Fish sticks. Those will be fresh. According to Grunt, he took his 15 laps.
Yep. Right, I heard
So,
him boasting
I
about
think
that yesterday.
Yeah, I think even if they're warm by like a lap or two, I think they'll be fine. For those fresher, I think Barry's on a completely fresh set. Barry could get a third place, you know?
The weird thing is Barry's shown good pace from what I've seen today. It's a large ask for him, but he could challenge Quaker Oats for this win.
Mm.
He's shown the pace.
There's a-
It's just if you can
There's a
translate
right
it.
old debate. It's a right old debate in the chat, and it's a good point. Softs are way faster, but this track is narrow. It's difficult to overtake.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to overtake 40 though, because he's gonna park it like a boat. I don't know if he's gonna relay team
He'll let
orders,
through his teammate.
let Quaker
let through his
through, and then
teammate, surely.
try hold everyone up. It could be anything. I know Orlando won't be too happy if he holds his teammate up, but I could probably
It's a
hear
bold
Orlando
strategy.
screaming, telling them to let them through. But we'll
It's a very bold strategy
just wait and
because,
see.
as you said, he's got that drive through.
Is it a draft or is it 5%, 5 second? I'm not sure.
5 second penalty, which I think if you don't serve it, it just gets added on.
Yeah.
Or does it go to 10? Does it go to 10? Because last game it went to 10. Right, is the safety car going to go in again? Because wait for Raikkonen to latch on the back of the field. Nope, one more lap. Yeah, one more lap because Raikkonen's still getting there. Interesting calls here, Stroll, because you've got Fordy on hards, Prost on hards, who's got an army of cars behind him on fresher, faster tyres. But then you got Duffer, Eagle, Manzi, and Primus all on mediums, which is interesting.
Yeah, everyone shows a certain strategy, and I'm going to be honest, I think the soft strategy is the right one.
This is all going to be down to Fordy, what he does here. I'm sure he will let Quaker through and then just park it.
He's got
Keep
to
Kazzy
do it.
back.
Because the thing is, if he can hold that car like a boat, he could have the potential of a P2 maybe, if he pull behind and get penalties in these final 9 laps, because I believe this safety car is going to end about now.
Yep. Barry's currently gained 7 places so far. Kazzy 4, Prost 4, Fistix 4. Unicorn on top 5. Let's see what Fordy does here. It's definitely different. I wouldn't have blamed him if he pitted. He would have lost a lot of time with that penalty. But at least he would have been on like better tyres. I just think that the hards, even though it's trap position, I feel like they're going to struggle to keep these back. Let's see if Fordy's got to back him up. He's not really. Come on, Fordy. Back him up more than that.
Aye, he's going to back them up into this last corner, I reckon. Yeah,
He's not.
He's not letting the safety car go.
He's not doing it. Fordy. It's going to break, surely. This is a horrible... Oh, restart. Go.
It's an interesting restart.
Braked him as well. Yeah.
He's not letting Quaker through.
Oh!
Ooh, Quaker's going to get on that curb. Oh no, he has let Quaker through. He's let off, let him through, and now it's...
I mean, it could have... I mean, in the
made it easier.
end, Quaker's got it. Yeah, as you say, that could have been easier. But Quaker's there. I think that's just pure grip. As Fistix has dropped it. No.
Well.
Return free.
The Red Bulls have fell.
Bit front wing. Unicorn's up to 10th. How did he do that?
We've got quite a bit of penalties
How's
there.
Unicorn up to 10th? He was 13th. Oh, Zareno's gone off. Oh, Manzi.
Ah.
Oh, he's 11th as well.
Well, Barry's not catching the car in front, and not Barry, Kazzy's not catching the car in front, and Barry's all over the back of Kazzy now. So I don't know if I think if Barry was clever at this point, he'd be just sticking it behind Kazzy Bays until he gets to 40, and then following through, then attacking.
An overtake already.
But he's very close.
No
He's not going to do
DRS.
that. He's going to try and make a move on the outside. I know. Sad's the better of it. Oh no, he doesn't. I spoke too early, and he just run out of him.
Prost is hanging on to that 5th place as well. far.
Yeah, the hard runners, surprisingly, haven't got too bad pace as fish sticks boxes.
Oh, fish sticks. Yeah, Prost is doing well on those hard tyres, actually. I don't think those on softs have kind of got them up to temperature yet.
Yeah, the softs probably aren't at optimum temperature yet. Whereas I can tell you right now that them hards probably are. Because Fordy, interestingly, hasn't been caught by Kazi.
DRS
And
enabled. Here comes
Duffer on the
Duffer.
mediums.
not close enough.
It's
It's difficult to make overtakes. Difficult to make overtakes on a safety car restart because everyone's saved DRS. They're just going to be unloading it all in the front straight.
Yeah, from now to the end of the race, it's more like quali. No, it's more like quali laps. It's not really like a race anymore. It's just like you've got 10 laps of shooting it out. See who can do the better.
Respects all over the gearbox of Duffel lump. Being held by Prost. 6 laps to go. Primus back up in 9th. He's had a roller coaster of a race.
Yeah, he's on the medium, so maybe he could get past
8th.
Eagle. Yeah, Eagle. I feel for the guy. He would have got a podium if the. Well, definitely been in the shout for a podium if the safety car came out, and it's ruined him.
Oh, here we go from Kazi DRS. Oh, look at the frontline speed he's got.
Got to do it. Oh, he goes on the inside.
Oh,
A bit deep.
brakes.
Nice move from
He's
40
got
there.
the grip though. Got the grip though. Oh no.
Will he go for a move in his first sector?
Stubborn, great defence from Ford. He's doing all that he can do. I mean, Quaker's gone. It's nearly 4 seconds. This is good team play from Fordy, but I just feel that 5-second penalty is going to lose so much. Are we check penalties? See who we got.
Yeah, I'll have a look for everyone. So, Quaker out has nothing. He has one warning.
Of course.
40 has his 5 second. Kazi Babes has nothing. He served everything. Barry has 1 penalty. Prost has nothing. Duffer has nothing. Charismatic, I believe he might still honour. He has 1 penalty. Eagle has nothing. Primus, nothing. Button, nothing. Raikkonen, nothing. Unicorn, 2 penalties. All Banzi, nothing.
Yeah, according to Slipping, 40 will drop to 10th.
Ooh.
As it stands.
Yeah, we'll go with his maths. I don't know
I
if
think-
that's right.
Well, look how close everyone is behind him. They're all less than a second behind. All the way down to Primus in 9th.
Tell you how I can do it. I'll have a look. Gap to leader. He's 4.1 seconds.
Kazi,
so
here we go. Surely
he will
this
drop
time.
to 9th, yes.
Kazi up on the inside. Nice. I think that was inevitable in the end. So Kazi into 2nd. 40 drops to 3rd. Rismic is all over the back of Duffelump. Can't make a way through. Lap 33. Breaker 4 seconds ahead. Can Kazi catch him down? 4 seconds is quite a bit though.
Oh, 40! He's now trying to push back at Kazi. I don't think he'll be able to do it after a good exit there.
This train of cars, it's ridiculous.
As it stands, I believe Duffelump's on a podium.
Ooh.
Or did Prost...
Really?
No. If Prost gets one more warning, Duffelump's on a podium. Because Barry has 3-second penalty, Duffer has nothing, and if Prost gets one more warning from now till the end of the race.
Right, so currently podium is Quaker, Kazi, Prost.
As it stands, yes, it is Quaker, Kazi, and Prost. However, if Prost gets one warning, it could be all over. And it gives Duffelump a podium on his debut.
All over the back of Barry at the moment. I'm amazed Prost
he could get
has
damaged.
stayed where he is. It just shows the pace he has around here. He's clearly very comfortable with those hard tyres because he kept everyone back.
Yeah, people... At this circuit, it doesn't matter how quick the tyres are. Because it's a new circuit, it's all about a certain person's pace. We saw the same at Vietnam. The strategy didn't mean much. It was about how fast the drivers was, and it showed. The people
Like
who had
we're on a bit
better
of a
pace.
DRS train as well.
Yeah. It's a DRS train literally throughout most of the grid up to
It's all
Primus.
weaving.
Oh, Primus might be able to make a move on Eagle, run the outside. No, he just can't do it.
Button, meantime, is 5 seconds behind this. He's hanging on till the last point ahead of Raikkonen. Raikkonen's right up behind him.
Yeah, it'd be amazing for Raikkonen to get a point.
In terms of the championship, this basically extends Quaker's lead.
Yeah, Craig is looking dominant this year. He had it snatched away from him in the last race of the season. Last year, it must be heartbreaking, and he's come back again and once more this time.
Still this train of cars. Oh, he's not giving up on Kazi. One mistake though from people at the front and get swallowed up. 40. Kazi's lagging a little bit. Not too much, but jumping a bit. As we're now on the last lap. I would jump on board a Quaker, but this battle's still here. Right. There's 40s all over the back of Kazi. Dufflin lets anyone can make a move. Can anyone make a move? There's 40. Still there.
No, Quaker's coming through the last few corners now.
Yeah, I gotta get on him. Very
Dominant
briefly
victory.
though. Very dominant. Being in control, apart from losing the lead to his teammate, interestingly enough. But it's 3 wins from 3 races in Tier 4 for Quaker Oats. Crosses the line and takes the win in Zandvoort, the Dutch Grand Prix. Kazi keeps second, Prost goes to third, Duffelump 4th, Eagle 5th, Primus 6th. Primus to 6th, there's damage. Valerie 7th, 48th. Chris Midnight Button held on to the last point ahead of Raikkonen. And it's Unicorn, Manzi and Fistix.
I'll get the podium grabs in.
Oh.
So, Kazi Babes lost And Quaker Oats.
Oh, Quaker Oats don't have a mic.
Ah, well.
So it'll just be Prost and Kazi.
I'll take P3, you take P2.
Cool.
Yep, we'll go with that. And Charismatic Driver of the Day.
Invite driver of the day as well. That's where you're going to get free. Yeah. Was that Mickey Mouse? How was that Mickey Mouse? Good stuff. Very good stuff. Right. Take us through the results, please, Mr. Stroll.
Okay, so our non-finishers from today's Grand Prix was Checo, Christian, Dips, Slipping Sauce, and Fish Sticks. Our finishers outside the points was Unicorn Hunter 10, Old Manzy 31, and RSF1 Riken. And then our top 10 from 10th to 1st was RSF1 Button, I Charismatic, 40, 2104, Barry 23 P7, Primacy Gaming P6, RSF1 Eagles 78 P5, Duffalump P4, in P3 RS Prost, P2 Caddy Babes X, and our winner of today's race, Quaker Oats.
Jesus. There we go. Right, tick the box. I know he doesn't.
Yeah.
I know. And it pains me as well. Still haven't seen it.
May as well
Or
get
heard of
different
it.
interviews.
Yeah.
He has enough of them.
Right, tick the box, guys, so we can hear your thoughts. At the end of that. Interesting race. Better than China. We say that? It was better than China. Way better.
Definitely.
I mean, let's not talk about that safety car and what happened in it, but hey ho. Ah, USA short. Yeah, let's go around there. That'd be a good race. Right, yeah, I'll get driver of the day, you get third, Stroll, and I'll get second.
Yep, sounds cool.
Cool, so driver of the day at the end of that very intriguing race was iCharismatic. 15th place to 9th, so managed to get some points in the end. Charismatic, but obviously difficult race by the looks of it in terms of your championship so far. We'll lose some ground, but I guess damage and limitation, I guess, in this race.
Yeah, actually, I suppose. A bit annoyed though. I got given 2 5-second penalties from Christian's lag. I don't know what he was doing or what was happening. So that pissed me off a little bit.
Me both, mate. You and me both.
Yeah, and then I ended up getting a drive through after that laggy VSC. So I think I had a good race apart from that.
Yeah, as I said, obviously in terms of your drivers' championship, we'll lose some ground, but still,
At least I got
the
points.
early days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got early days. So, and I believe, if I look at your record, yeah, you continued your point scoring run. You've scored points in every race so far. Back to Spain, an additional track, thank goodness. Next week, what are your thoughts ahead of that?
I do quite like Spain. But I'm not the fastest around there, so I think I might struggle a little bit.
All right. Well, all well done on your race.
Thank you.
Nicely recovered, I think, from the qualifying now.
Thanks.
All right, P3, take a race stroll.
Well, first of all, congratulations, Prost, Patronus, Hale, whichever one we're going to go with. How do you think your qualifying went? As I don't even know myself, so I will ask you that question.
Q3 went terrible, only just got through. Q2 was alright, and then I somehow, out of the whole week that I've been practicing, I've not got into the 9s once. I pump in a 9.5 somehow, which shocked me. And then Q1, I, coming up to the last 2 corners, I touched the outside curb and back end just went around. I hit the wall. Should have only ripped my front wing off, but it decided to rip my wheel off as well. So yeah, started P10 but P9 because Christian had a 5-second penalty. So that's qualified.
Oh.
Qualified.
Well,
Q3
I Obviously not ideal stand from P10, but you made it work after strategy fell your way in. What was the decision to stay on the hards? Obviously it worked out the right way. What was going through your mind when the safety car came out?
When the safety car came out, I was going to pit, but my teammate ahead of me pit, so I didn't. And then I thought, then I remembered that it's hard to overtake you, so then I stayed out. And I'm telling you now, what a race! Those last 10 laps, man, I raced hard. Whew.
Yeah, from what we saw, you was when you had wing damage in your first stint, you was still had the pace, keeping up with them, and then in the second stint, you was biking like a boat to keep everyone behind you, and then somehow in the last 5 laps, you picked up the pace and was attacking people in front of you, then defending. Did you enjoy that last run when you were going towards the back of the barrier?
After the safety car, I loved it. It was amazing. What a race. I knew I was at a disadvantage, and I knew I had Duffer behind me, and I know Duffer's not slow, so I knew he was going to try it somewhere. I had 2.5 laps of extra fuel, so the last 5, 6, 7 laps after the safety car was enriched the whole way. I knew that was my only chance to stay ahead. And then my engineer told me like a lap or two at the end that the 2 people ahead of me had penalties, but I didn't quite hear it. And then when I crossed the line and I come in third, well, I shouted. I gave a big whoop, and I just wasn't expecting it. You know, just wasn't expecting it. But great race. I mean, I was very annoyed at the start, considering I got a 5-second time penalty for Christian lagging through the field. And then once the safety car ended, his car was red X'd, and then I went into the back of him because he braked mid-corner, but that's just the AI. So when I pitted, I had I think it was a 25-second pit stop.
Kazi, sorry, Kazi, your mic.
But yeah, so I said in my party, I need a safety car, and I got it, and I capitalised. So I'm happy.
Well,
Kazi, your mic is your mic's gone.
Well deserved.
Sorry.
And looking forward to Spain.
I love Spain. I always do pretty well around there, and I'm looking forward to it. It's one of the races I look forward to for the whole season.
Well, yeah.
He's connecting. he's disconnected.
Oh.
But yeah, Spain.
Wonderful.
I love it. I'm looking forward to it. It's one of those races I look forward to. So.
Fantastic.
And this result brings me to second in the table.
Yep, head of Eagle and head of Chrismic. So.
Well, going into this race, I was 2 points behind Eagle and Chrismic. So,
Yes, you'll be ahead of him now.
yeah.
Alright, well done. I'll take over. Don't know where Stroll's gone, but hey hi. Right, Kazi. First podium of the season. Obviously our F5 champion from the last season. Made the step up to F4. Had a difficult time, I think it's safe to say, to begin with this season, but it's all come good in this race. P2, take us through your race.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, a bit of a strange race. Pitted on lap 1 for hard. Just wanted a pit stop really, free pit stop. And then I got hit during the first safety car into the gravel. That went great. Got a 5-second penalty for that as well. And then just hit out on the hards into the second safety car. Pitted dead. Got rid of the 5-second penalty. Went for softs. And that just allowed me to be in P3 at the time. And never take 4D or P2.
Yeah, that second safety car definitely went in your favour, because
Yeah, definitely.
it's safe to say if it hadn't come out, it would probably dropped you maybe outside the top 10. It would be interesting to see what you could have done from there, but it definitely worked for you. Obviously, good last few laps battle with 40 in the end. Obviously, Quaker too far ahead by that point when you eventually got by, but a good move nonetheless to get by him. So yeah, well done the second.
Yeah, thank you.
Is it safe to say your championship has started now because you haven't had the best first 4 races? On again. Stroll, you back? Oh, sweet. Right, there you have it. There has been the Dutch Grand Prix for F4. Didn't come without its problems, but way better than last week. Miles better than last week. Last week we don't talk about. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me there, Stroll. You joined at the right time. It was a very intriguing race in the end.
Yeah, I thought I enjoyed it. No worries.
Sweet. So Quaker extends his championship lead. Obviously, we don't get to speak to him because microphone isn't working or he doesn't have one. But yeah, Zandvoort is done. That's it. We don't have to go for it for quite some time. So that's it for the new tracks on this game. So next we're back to the traditional Spanish Grand Prix, the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona, where everyone pretty much knows this track. Everyone will be hard practicing and testing. Decent track, but that last chicane is very fiddly. I think those that manage that chicane, lap in, lap out, will probably win the race. And obviously strategy, because it's a tyre wear track as well. And then, week after, Monaco. And Baku as well. So, exciting times ahead. But what's your thoughts looking forward to Spain? Stroll, obviously our own race on Sunday, and then obviously the races ahead. I think everyone would be just happy to be back at a traditional circuit, to be honest.
Well,
I think we're done.
If you asked me this last game, I probably would have said, oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to Spain. But this game, I hate Spain. Last game, it was my best track, and this game, it's probably up there with Vietnam and my worst, so not really looking forward to Spain, but I'll be happy when we get to Monaco and Baku, a bit more exciting races. And we get to see some exciting battles, crashes, safety cars, and strategies are most important at both of them tracks. So
we've got Canada after that as well.
Wow.
It's a good one. We got 3 tracks. We got 3 tracks after Spain, which are all going to cause all manner of entertainment, I reckon. Yeah, should be good. I myself looking just to get some points now. I've hated the first 5 races, especially the new tracks, which I haven't scored at either of them. So again, I'm happy that we're back to something additional. Although Spain is kind of a hit and miss for me, so we'll see. We'll see what happens over the next coming week. Hopefully, everyone else, best of luck in your races, and obviously we'll see you on Sunday. But F4 tonight. That's been the Dutch Grand Prix. Your driver of the day, iCharismic, P3. Prost in the Alfa Romeo, P2 for Kazi in the Haas. And then Quaker Oats picks up his 3rd victory from 3 races in the Mercedes, extends his championship lead. See what happens in Spain. We'll see you next week.